There is a wonderful pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this regard. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advented, when he incarnated, he being the Supreme Lord Krishna himself, being non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, when he descended, all the various devotees, devatas, his various kinds of associates, his parshads, his confidential eternal associates, all of them descended along with him. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, the Pandavas also came. And Pandu also came. Pandu took birth as Bhavananda Raya. And the Pandavas appeared as his sons. The 5 sons of Bhavananda Raya, who are none other than the Pandavas, were Ramananda Raya, Gopinatha Pattanayaka, Kalanidhi, Sudhanidhi, and Vaninatha Raya. These 5 were the sons. They were the Pandavas who had come to participate in the Leelas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These 5 sons of Bhavananda Raya, they were all in the administrative posts in the government of Prataparudra, Maharaj Prataparudra, who was ruling over Odisha and parts of Andhra Pradesh at that time. Very powerful king he was. Ramananda Raya had served as the governor of Vidyanagara. He had become a governor. He had been elevated to that post. Later on, of course, we all know Ramananda Raya gave up that post. He retired and he came and joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wanted to be full-time with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. And when he approached the king, Maharaj Prataparudra, and submitted before him his request, Prataparudra very happily gave him the consent, because Prataparudra himself was a great devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The other 4 brothers of Ramananda Raya were all district collectors. District collectors means they were given charge of one district and they had to collect the taxes from the people in that district, and they would have to submit to the treasury of the king. This used to be the system. All these brothers were collectors. They were all in very good post. Once it so happened that Gopinatha Pattanayaka, one of the 5 brothers, he was also a district collector, and when the accounts were reconciled about how much tax had been collected and how much had been submitted to the treasury, there was some discrepancy. There was some shortfall. In those days, it used to be in terms of conch shells. So some 200,000, 2 lakh kahanas of conch shells. That used to be the currency system at that time. Whatever that figure was, it was a substantial figure. 200,000 is not a small figure. There was a shortfall. When the king's his staff questioned Gopinatha Pattanayaka, where did this money go? What happened? So this Gopinatha Pattanayaka, he told, you see, currently I don't have that cash with me. I have spent it for something. So you can take some of my possessions, and whatever value is that, you reduce that much amount from the amount due. Whatever balance is there, I will repay it over a period of time. So the king immediately called his son, his eldest son, Purushottama Jana. He called his eldest son and he told him, because his eldest son, now what happened was, this Gopinath Pattanayaka, his main possession, he had 12 horses. These were steeds. They were horses of very high quality which would fetch very good value. So he told the king, I have these 12 horses, you take them, you value them and reduce that much amount from the 200,000, whatever, kahanas or whatever had to be paid. Now the king called Purushottama Jana because Purushottama Jana was expert in assessing the value of horses. And the king called Purushottama Jana and he told him, you go with Gopinath Pattanayaka, assess the value of the horses, and then you tell whatever is the figure, we'll adjust against whatever he has to pay. The Purushottama Jana went with Gopinath Pattanayaka, and when he assessed the value of the horses, purposely he reduced the value of the horses. Knowingly he told a lesser value. So the value he told was so less that Gopinath Pattanayaka became angry. And he started criticizing Purushottama Jana. So this Purushottama Jana, he had a unique characteristic. He had an idiosyncrasy. Every now and then he will raise his neck and then look like this and like this. He will shake his head like this. Yeah, that used to be, some trait. Everybody has some idiosyncrasies. He had that trait. It used to look a little funny, but then he was the prince, the king's son, so nobody would say anything. Gopinath Pattanayaka, he criticized Purushottama Jana saying, my horses don't look at the sky and they don't keep turning their heads left and right, so you cannot reduce the price of theirs. You have to give the proper price for them. This was a personal insult to the Rajakumara, to the prince. Naturally, he became very wild. This fellow is personally insulting me, I'll show him what I am.